Hello all, welcome back to a brand new video on the EB Games YouTube channel, or Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, wherever you're watching this. My name is Tia and I'm joined by Brandon.
Hey everyone.
And we're going to be talking about a fun little cute title that was recently released for the Nintendo Switch, and that is Pikmin 3 Deluxe. So Pikmin 3 Deluxe is an adventurous little puzzle-solving action title with light survival elements. You get to explore a brave new world with your crew, Elf, Brittany, and Captain Charlie. Your mission is to locate a new food source for your home world, as your food sources at home have unfortunately run their course. You discover not only a new food source, delicious fruits, but also a friendly alien species, your cute Pikmin friends. These Pikmin, guided by yours or your friends if you're playing a local co-op, will assist you in tackling the harsh terrain and the not so friendly local wildlife. But you gotta keep your wits about you because you must complete all your tasks in a timely manner and avoid your hazards like fire, water, and electricity. Or you can just utilize your Pikmin Strength to overcome them too. And then make your way back to the ship by sundown. Make sure to collect your adorable little Pikmin friends as well, otherwise they will be lost to the local wildlife, and that is very sad.
Pikmin's been an ongoing franchise since 2001 when we saw Pikmin 1 release. In 2004 we got Pikmin 2, and then in 2013 we got Pikmin 3, and 3 DLC packs followed shortly thereafter. Pikmin 3 Deluxe looks to bring all of the fun as well as the DLC packs from Pikmin 3 on the Wii U over to the Nintendo Switch. But they have added in some new content to make it interesting for veteran players returning to the franchise. They've added in some new story missions involving Louie and Olimar, and if you're new to the franchise, they've added in some housekeeping details, like an arrow indicating to you where the next main objective is going to be, as well as map indicators showing you where bridge pieces are to help you traverse the area faster. This is definitely one of the easiest games to jump into if you've never played any of the previous 2 titles. Moving on to gameplay, the game is easy to learn but fun to master. The game revolves primarily around you juggling your different Pikmin types. There's red Pikmin, yellow Pikmin, blue Pikmin, rock Pikmin, and winged Pikmin that look like angry little mosquitoes. They're all absolutely adorable, but they each feature unique qualities and abilities that allow them to take on enemies and solve puzzles while you're out traveling the world. Speaking of which, while you're traveling, you're going to want to keep your eye out for assorted fruits, as they allow you to maintain your food supplies and continue traveling throughout your environments and exploring the areas. Rather than having a previous select day-night system in the older games that kind of put pressure on you to not explore and move as quickly as possible, Pikmin 3 does a really good job of utilizing food sources instead. There is still a day and night system, but you're not pressured to complete the game in a certain time limit. As long as you can maintain your food sources, you're not really pushed to move to the next area that quickly. This allows you to backtrack and explore other areas that might have been blocked off to you due to enemies being resistant to the Pikmin you had on hand, or you acquired some new Pikmin and you want to explore different aspects of areas that you never did in the first time you were there. The gameplay overall is very enjoyable, and albeit a little bit daunting at first, once you get the swing of things and you get used to using your Pikmin properly and mastering each enemy type, it'll be easy to move from area to area. However, most areas are catered, at the beginning at least, to particular types of Pikmin, and they finalize themselves with a boss fight that usually correlates to the new Pikmin type you just picked up. Make sure you keep an eye on your Pikmin group as well, as you're going to want to have a healthy but diverse amount of Pikmin with you at all times, especially when it comes to challenging those bosses. You might find yourself overwhelmed if you don't have enough Pikmin with you, or unprepared if you don't have enough of the right color of Pikmin. Figuring out your balance between this is the easiest way you'll traverse through the game, and boss challenges will be a breeze. A returning feature from the original release, we have the Pikmin Camera mode. Now, the camera is a really fun tool to use. It gives you a first-person perspective from whichever protagonist you're playing as at the time, and it allows you to kind of map out your terrain and, of course, take photos. One of the coolest aspects of this, of course, is being able to take pictures of your adorable little Pikmin. They'll follow you around and, of course, make little poses, sing, dance, they do all sorts of things, and it's really cool to capture those moments on camera. And with the Nintendo Switch's newest update, this also allows you to capture images and export them directly to your smartphone or computer. That way it makes it easier to share all of those sweet moments you've had with your adorable little followers online with your friends via social media.
Although there is strength in numbers, and your legion of adorable little followers will ideally never be lacking. Pikmin can also gain strength within the world you explore. Namely, your little friends are going to be hungry, and they will grow as you feed them. Pikmin can level up by defeating enemies. However, if you want a quicker boost, keep an eye out for small eggs scattered throughout the area. These contain nectar that Pikmin will gladly slurp up to grow faster. The small leaf on your Pikmin's heads will shift to a flower bulb and eventually blossom, indicating they have increased in strength. You can also find a fruit that will turn into ultra spicy nectar, which is incredibly helpful when you're defeating certain bosses. Trust me, you'll be glad you made your Pikmin collect those. A great feature to Pikmin 3 Deluxe is local couch co-op. The story mode is the highlight feature and allows for a great experience while puzzle solving and battling while exploring a new world. But in addition to the co-op story mode, 2 players can also team up to tackle 3 different modes: collect treasure, battle enemies, and defeat bosses. Each mode has its own time limit, requiring players to work together to rack up the highest score possible. And of course, more stages can be unlocked based on the final score of the game. Lastly, there's also new content available within the deluxe version of this game, including new side missions featuring Almar and Louie. Overall, Pikmin 3 Deluxe is an absolute gem of a release for the Nintendo Switch, offering plenty of new content for anyone new to the franchise or a returning series veteran. Its unique challenges and new content will push returning fans to think critically, while the less rushed pacing, the cute Pikmin and their interactions, and the environments will be a welcoming experience for new players.
Make sure you secure your copy of Pikmin 3 Deluxe this holiday season. Whether you're new to the franchise or you're a returning vet, it's definitely something you don't want to miss. Don't forget to check out all of our social media channels and subscribe to us here on YouTube. Until the next video, I'm Brandon, and we'll see you later.